Well, hello traders. Who do we have in here today? Happy New Year, everybody. To the 4 people who so far have commented and said hello in the chat. Hopefully many more people to join us very soon, but welcome. Happy New Year, Christopher. Happy New Year, Greg. Happy New Year, Lockmo Crypto. Happy New Year, Fake Email. Happy New Year, TBR. Happy New Year, Jambi. Happy New Year, Ross and Cobra. Happy New Year, Umar. And Happy New Year, everybody else who is here. This is the first. All right. Happy New Year, Christabel, Greg, Krasen. I'm going to keep doing this. If you say Happy New Year to me, I'll say Happy New Year to you. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe I'll forget. But yeah, first stream of the year. So welcome everyone. Bitcoin is pumping. This makes us very happy. How high are we going to go? So I've been watching with a lot of interest the price action this morning, because what we've been seeing essentially, and with Binance it's been really interesting. You can see as soon as the year started, we just had this open interest just going, whoop, we're gonna go. And yeah, we've had this move up today, which has been really good. The entire move up looking very healthy. Okay, you can see that longs were driving the move. It saw that continuation. We had a little bit of a correction that came back down into VWAP, where if anyone has had a look at my X account, my Twitter this morning, you'd see that we were starting to have a little bit of exhaustion, at least locally, with CVD not really managing to follow through on what the open interest was doing. The short positions getting a slight payment. And now, once again, we've seen this drop, losing a little bit of open interest. Okay, we can see a lot of those long positions that opened maybe a little bit late here have been stopped out, and another opportunity to reload into a long position, which hopefully during this session will take us up to 46,200. So 46,200 is the main target. That is what I am expecting to see. We're very nearly there. I think it's probably inevitable that we do hit it. And when we do hit it, I have some short positions waiting. So yeah, let's see what happens. Oh, we'll go on to TradingView. The reason why I'm looking at 46,200, you all know this already, it is the yearly level. Okay, so when we do break that 46k, we're going to hit straight into this yearly level at 46.2, which for the previous cycle, okay, when this happened last time, I've explained this many times before, but when this happened last time, back over here, all right, there it is, okay? When we had this rally out of the bear market, this being in 2019, we hit that yearly level, the previous year open, and then we had that big corrective move, which took us down. This was a 50% correction, but you have to remember during this time, China banned Bitcoin. There was a whole lot of craziness going on. Like it was like a big China ban, and then a China didn't ban, and then there was all this stuff, and then there was the COVID crash, and then there was all that nonsense alongside that. We're looking at a much stronger narrative this year. However, we do have the potential of something along these lines playing out. The accumulation, manipulation, distribution, the power of 3, whatever it is you want to call this thing, where you put in a range, you have that manipulation, a deviation above the highs, and then potentially getting this corrective move later on in the month and going into February. Now, I am very bullish for the year as a whole, but I do think a correction could happen if we do hit some of these major targets, such as the yearly level or the previous year high that we have here at 38,200. So we've got 36,200 and 38,200 as major levels. And if we zoom out a little bit more, we reset this. That is also our value area high of the previous bull market and the 618. So we are approaching somewhat of a major resistance zone right now. And that is why I am considering, well, I will be hedging my long exposure. I am currently over 100% long right now. I don't have any shorts, but I will do very, 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 very soon. So yeah, that is your little update for the day. Obviously, looking at this pattern continuing through the macro, where we have a bull market high followed by one correction year, then you recover, you break out, and then you have another high that gets put in, correction year, recover, break out, and then another high that gets put in, correction year, recover last year, breakout this year, and then our next highs hopefully going to be coming in 2025. We've of course got the halving as well. We've got the ETF stuff going on. There's a lot of narrative out there this year, and it's going to be a very, very exciting year. So if you are here, you're going to make it. The fact that you are here watching these videos, these live streams, means that every single one of you is going to be a millionaire. I have faith. So fucking bullish. Yes, Odin. Yes. Every single one of you that is here right now is going to make it. I am very, very certain on that. All right. What's your best alts for the coming correction? I have actually, man, I've been so productive so far this year. Like, I know we're only 2 days into it, but we've got new partnerships. So if anyone didn't see the announcement over on the Discord, then check yourself or check that out. Let me find it. Blah, 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 blah. If you didn't see, there it is. So we've got a new partnership announced. So this, if anyone is trading in the US and is unable to trade on the likes of Bybit, which unfortunately I can't trade on anymore, or on WooX, because they're the exchanges that I'm using mainly right now, or if you're just fed up with the B-book trash like MEXC and BitGet and KuCoin and all of that crap, then I would highly recommend Blofin. It's a fucking stupid name. It sounds like two whales having sex. However, I would thoroughly recommend trying out the exchange. I have been trying it a little bit lately. They are a fully safe exchange. Okay, they've got non-custodial funds via Fireblocks, which is fully audited, all of that kind of thing. They're A-book, which means they're not there profiting off of user liquidations and stuff. Available worldwide, no KYC. They have promised me that there will be no KYC this year. They have spot markets opening up this year. They've got Till Street integration happening very soon, and they've got an open API coming soon. They're also going to be doing copy trading. So if you use the link that I've posted in the Discord, and that was also in the description below, then you can get a 20% rebate off of all fees. Okay, so there's a little announcement. Reminder as well, if anyone does want to trade on WooX, this will remain my main exchange. So the two exchanges I'm going to be using for this year, WooX and Blofin. WooX and the blowjob Blofin, what I'm going to be using. So there's a little announcement. Check that out. Check out the exchange. It is a good one. Yeah, Gabby says, no, but seriously though, it is a good exchange. It is, and they're nice guys. I've spoken with them. I made sure, yeah, I just wanted to have one that was trustworthy, because all of the other non-KYC ones are just trash. They're honestly like so bad. So it's nice to have something that's a bit more like proper again. Cool. Where are we? What's happening? Are we still pumping? We are still pumping. So let's look at this. I've got alerts. So when we do take out this high, we are going to be alerted to that. And yeah, we'll see. I mean, I will be going short when this happens. I can show you. We are very, very, very close to my short. This is just a hedge, by the way, but we are getting very, very close to my sell limit orders being hit. So that is 46k to 46,500. This is a hedge position. Like I posted earlier, my actual exposure in longs right now is about 117%. So that means I'm fully allocated long, plus using a little bit of leverage. And I will be hedging a decent chunk of that into a short position if we hit the yearly level. We'll see what happens after that. I can always close out of it. I'm not going to lose out on really anything if it doesn't work out. It's not like a leverage short position. It is simply a hedge for now. Josh, rookie numbers. I know. Most of you people are like, what? You're like long like 112%. That's like 0.12 leverage or 1.12 leverage. And there's you guys out there using like 60x longs and stuff like that. That's too crazy for me. Too crazy. Greg, be careful with MEXC and small caps. So try to transfer root tokens from MEXC to Bybit for arbitrage funds. He's lost everything as the root network uses is not the same Bybit uses. Damn. Yeah, just Odin, I don't think you get it. Like the yeah, so by selling to USDT and then transferring, it wouldn't work as arbitrage. I get what you're trying to do, Greg, but yeah, MEXC just in general is like, ugh. Big leverage is like saw dick energy. Yeah. All right. We'll have a look at some alts in a minute. I do want to see these alerts hit. It will be nice. So, you can see what's going on here. This is looking good. Like, it is looking good. We're seeing, I mean, yeah, it's long positions that are opening up here, and I do think that there is a potential for them to get trapped at some stage. But the fact that we're seeing this bounce off of VWAP and open interest starting to increase again, it does lead me to believe that we are going to be seeing this price move higher and we are going to hit those targets. So we'll stay patient. We'll wait and see what happens. Obviously, we have the first New York Open of the year coming up in about 10 minutes. So we shall see. We shall see what New York brings us. Also not really trading legacy markets yet. I will start trading ES and NASDAQ probably from next week. I'm going to let the first week of the year do its thing. If we do have a look at what's going on with the ES, if we go back over here, let me go on this chart. If we look at the ES, okay, all-time highs and just kind of failing there. NASDAQ, similar situation, back testing that all-time high. So I need to wait for a little bit more clarity on this before I really want to start trading it, because it could get a bit dumpy. All right, we are looking at the potential that there could be a local top being put in. There's big gaps to fill. There's gaps down here on the ES to fill. There's gaps down here on the NASDAQ to fill. If we're looking at the Bitcoin chart, okay, there's that big gap down here at 39, which again could fill. There's the gap from the start of the year that could fill. So there are things to be aware of. So yeah, giving it a week on the legacy markets, but I am still going to be trading crypto up until that point because I want to make sure I'm correctly positioned if anything does happen, to make sure that I'm good on that and can get back to scalping on the ES and the NQ, unless I see something like really, really clear and obvious, right? So we'll see how it goes. I mean, you've taken out some local lows down here on the ES. It has been a little bit dumpy today. NASDAQ the same. taking out some lows down here, so we'll see. We shall see. Mr. Brownberg, Happy New Year. Some likes would be nice. Likes would be very nice. Come on, guys. We've got 95 people in here. We're going to end up having over 100 people here, which would be very, very, very good. And we only have 24 likes, so let's please hit the likes. Froylan, show me some alts. We'll take a look at alts in a moment. I want you guys to show me some alts as well. Like, I've been just chilling in the same positions for quite a while, so if you guys can show me some alts, that will be very, very good. Savage trades. I can lurk and like you can. Eh? You're streaming while on a treadmill. I am. Should I go faster? Oh, I haven't got the AC on again. Every time. Whoa. Hold on. AC. Whoa. Every time that anyone reminds me that I'm walking on a treadmill whilst I'm doing the live stream, it reminds me that I'm probably going to get hot and sweaty because the heating's on downstairs. All that heat is rising up and I don't have the AC on over there. So I need the AC on to give me a good breeze. Otherwise I'll get too hot. I also need water. What do you think regarding the ETF? Normally after approval we see a decline in price afterwards. From what? What ETFs are you referring to that's seen a decline in price afterwards, first of all? And also don't think it'll be approved now in January. We'll see also ETH update coming out in January. What do you mean BTC? There hasn't, I mean, yeah, there's a European and a couple of Canada ETFs, but there hasn't been, there's nothing to set precedent on Bitcoin because this is the first major ETFs that are going to be released. We haven't had anything to set any kind of precedent for that. If we look at what happened to gold after the ETF, gold not working. Gold. There it is. This is what happened to gold after its first ETF in 2004. All right. There it is. It went up by 360%. Yeah. So that's the kind of price action that we could come to expect. Anyway, what I think we'll see is probably something similar. Okay, I do believe ETF approval gets announced, we get a big pump, 10-15% candle, we then distribute, we then go through a couple of months of consolidation, 30% drop. That will be an opportunity to buy. We'll come back, we'll back test major moving averages, 200 daily, that kind of thing. All right, so go on to Bitcoin on the daily time frame. Ooh, got some weirdness going on here. Is this a better chart? We'll use this one. Yeah. So we'll get a pump that maybe sends us up to 48, 50K. Maybe. Okay, 10, 15%. Maybe we even come up higher. We don't really know. It will be impulsive. But then I do believe we see some kind of distribution being put in. And then we look for a correction over the next few months. Takes us into March, something around then. And yeah, then we'll have the halving narrative, which comes into play. We can look at testing this weekly golden cross, the first time that's ever happened. Now, obviously, we had the death cross back in February of last year. We've got the golden cross happening now. It's going to happen. It's impossible for it not to happen. So will there be a high time frame test that we have that takes us to it could be a very, very wide range. We could go as little as 38. We could go as much as 30. We don't really know. But that will be the time in which you want to sell your house, buy everything, and then we're going to all-time highs. I do think that will be the last dip for the cycle. That will be the final buying opportunity that we get. If we are to get it, honestly, I think max pain could just be we continue higher, and maybe like 38 is going to be the most that you can expect. We might get that move up and we might start to correct around here. Everyone starts wanting lower prices like we were doing down here. It never happens, and then we just go and rip higher because we've got the halving and we've got so many reasons to be bullish right now. So yeah, I do think max pain could be just keep ripping up, because I do think the majority of people out there are sidelined. We certainly don't have a huge amount of new people coming into the market. I showed this on my video update yesterday. This is crypto interest on YouTube over time continuing to decline, okay, since the last highs that were put in. There was something else. If we look on Twitter and we look at the amount of Twitter followers, okay, this is on X, Twitter, barely making a scratch on what we had during the previous market cycle, okay? So previous all-time highs, you can see you were getting what? BitBoy Crypto was getting 3,000 new subscribers a day, and now he's losing 173 a day. So you get the idea, all right? We're nowhere near a bubble. It's going to be mega, like this year's just going to be crazy bullish. You don't know what's going to happen. If you've never had a bull market before, like, be excited and allow yourself to be excited, because it is exciting. It is life-changing money that is going to be there on the table for us to make this year, I believe. We don't know for a fact what's going to happen. We might dump and it might go to 10k. Maybe Capo will be right. Who knows? We don't know for certain. We don't know for sure. But the probability suggests that it's highly likely that this is going to be more bullish than you can maybe even imagine. Look at that root! Sorry, I know people have been saying this already, but oh my god! Root's going for it now as well. But yeah, it's going to be a good year. It's going to be a lot of fun. People were asking about Ethereum. Let's look at Ethereum. I still do have, 2,800 is the target. So if we're looking at Bitcoin, if there is to be a ETF announcement, if there is to be something like that, and that sends us to 38, to 48k, to 50k, Ethereum should easily be able to get to 2,800. Ethereum's going to be making new all-time highs as well. Like this year, honestly, I don't know if we'll see new all-time highs this year or new cycle. We probably will see new all-time highs this year. Actually, will we see 100k this year? Maybe. Will we see higher than that? I don't know. But I think we'll probably see Ethereum. Absolutely, it could get to like $10,000. Bitcoin could easily get to $100,000. $100,000. Did I say 100,000? Yeah. Oh yeah. Bitcoin 100,000. Ethereum 10,000. It's not crazy. Doge $1. Oh, easy. Yeah. So Doge, right? Doge will be back to $1. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's almost been there before, right? Almost been there before. And that's the previous one. And they're literally spending a spaceship to the moon, right? So Doge is like actually going to the moon. They're sending a spaceship. So my Doge spot position right now, and I want to add more, but I've calculated this. So if Doge hits $4.20, which is like my kind of maybe a little bit silly target, but if Doge does hit $4.20, it will make me exactly $1 million. And it's not even a big spot bag. I've got 4 grand's worth of it. If you have 4 grand's worth of, no, how much? 4 or 5 grand worth of Doge now will be worth $1 million if it hits $4.20. I might change the lighting because it's starting to get dark, and when it gets dark outside and I've got really bright lights on in here, everyone can see inside, see me walking on my treadmill. So I'm just going to go, I'm going to go ambient. Like, it's starting to get dark. It's awful, isn't it? It's 2:30 in the afternoon and it's already like a piece of shit. It's so dark outside. Hold on, back in a sec. That's a bit better. Let's turn these lights down. Should we go? We'll go funky lights. We'll go these ones. That'll do. That's better. Well, now I look really pink. Yeah. Right. That'll do. What would its total market cap be for $4.20? Should we have a look? Market cap of, this is a really useful website, everyone, by the way. So if you go to market cap of, we can look at Doge price. If it reaches the market cap of Ethereum, current Ethereum price would make it $2. Now to get to the ETH all-time high, that would make it $3.99. I mean, it's not completely unrealistic that if Ethereum makes a new all-time high and it surpasses its all-time high, and Doge comes along and just trades underneath it somewhere, then yeah, $4.20 isn't crazy. What about getting to Bitcoin? Bitcoin's current market cap. This is ridiculous. But if Doge can flip Bitcoin, it'll be worth $9. Let's go for something a little bit more reasonable. To the XRP all-time high. Oh, that only takes it to $1. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, this is a really useful website if you guys aren't aware. Marketcapof.com. It's just a bit of fun. What we could also do, we can go, is Bonk on here? Not that Bonk's going to do anything, but Bonk, if it gets to the same market cap as Doge. See, Bonk could do another 100x. It's not going to happen, but INJ to Sol. INJ, Injective to Solana. 14x. 574. Could potentially go to $1,000 if it reaches Sol thing. What about Tier? Tier to Sol. Celestia. There we go. Tier to $500. Where are we at now on Tier? And where are we at on INJ? $13 to $500. Cardano to Sol. Yeah. But see, look, the market's healthy. The market looks very, very good right now. Katana Inu to Doge would be a good one. That would be an interesting one. Zeph. Been a bit of a disappointment. Root. Doge on actual moon paired with use on X. Maybe big, maybe. Yeah, that's why I think, like, for it to start to get to the Ethereum current market cap isn't actually that ridiculous. Are we too bullish here? Is this too bullish? Is this whole stream too bullish? Or is it, I mean, it's the start of a new year. It's a bit of fun. And we are moving up. We know what the targets are. Oh, for fuck's sake, come on, Bitcoin. Don't just dump. So that is New York Open, right? Yeah, we've been open for 4 minutes. This is fine. Back test to this monthly level. Okay, it's actually quite an important monthly level as well. So if we look on here, this is the monthly level we're currently testing. All right, so there is this big monthly order block that we're in right now. So that is where we are at. That is where price is testing as we speak. So put on the monthly here. That's where we are. Okay, big zone. Why does America wake up and sell? I don't know. Hopefully they'll get blown out. But yeah, there we go. First open of the year, back below all-time high on the ES. First open of the year on the NASDAQ. I would imagine we probably see a test of its previous all-time high today. But we've gapped down. Okay, usually the first move during a New York session is fade it. All right, fade it. So we'll see. So yeah, you opened with a gap up, move down, opened with a gap up, move down, open with a gap down, move up, open with a gap up, range, whatever, open with a gap up, end up back testing. So see how it goes. I think stats is something like Jan 1st equals 60% likely to go up, Jan 2nd 70% to pull back. But what happens where Jan 1st, because today essentially it is January the 2nd, but it's really January the 1st, right? Isn't it? Because the markets weren't open yesterday. So this would only be for Bitcoin. What about legacy markets? Because we can't, like, it doesn't trade January the 1st. And also because January the 1st was a Monday. So do we like take today as like our Monday, as our real Monday? This is why I think it's just best not to trade this week. Just let this week do its own thing. Come back on the 8th. That's when we're going to be starting the trading rooms and everything. That's when we'll have like more stuff to look at. Crypto, okay, we can have a bit of fun with. We can start looking at stuff. We can take little trades here and there. We can position ourselves on the macro, but for trading like legacy markets and for doing like serious trading, this week is probably not the best week to be doing that. It's going to be a little bit sketchy. But been holding this view up today. Still trending higher on the day. We got poor highs on the day now as well, so that's something else to be aware of. Okay, right. People keep asking this. I think I started answering it earlier on. Let me take you to my Twitter, and I just want to show you this. So if anyone hasn't seen this post from yesterday, this basically here are the ETF official dates, estimated dates for applicants. So the final deadline for the ARK and the 21 shares Bitcoin ETFs is on the 10th. We may or may not hear about it this week a little bit earlier. Everyone's saying, oh, we're going to hear about it this week. BlackRock are like saying prepare for there to be news this week. We don't know, but there is a deadline that happens on the 10th. So we will have some solid news by the 10th. I'm not convinced that this is going to be an approval. Okay, I am convinced that there will be approvals this year. They are inevitable, but I'm not convinced that this one here will be an approval. I think it may be a revise your offer and then look for a March approval, which is when the big ones are. Okay, so we do have other deadlines here in January, but realistically it's this iShares Bitcoin Trust, the BlackRock one, which is the key one to be watching. Okay. I think, I don't know. I thought for a while that March would be the day that we find out, or the day that it goes live, that any ETF goes live will be in March. Now, they can happen very quickly. There can be a very fast turnaround with this if ARK gets approved. I think Kathy Wood said that it would be like, it will be live within a week or something like that. But yeah, it's this BlackRock one. So unless they approve before this third deadline and the iShares Trust goes live alongside ARK, the BlackRock one's the big one, and that could keep dragging out until March. So yeah, who really knows? But what I think will happen when we do get, if we get the rejection, okay, so let's say if ARK gets rejected, I do think that we'll see a flash crash and then it will go higher again, because I still think that we do need to push a little bit higher first. So I think we'll see a quick wick down, and then that will generate enough, it'll hit enough stops in order for it to go higher. If we get an approval and we're going up like this, which is what we're doing currently, I think we'll see a massive explosion in price, okay, followed by some kind of range that gets put in, and then I think we'll start to correct a lot of that down there. So I think we'll get an explosion, it will struggle to go higher, we'll start to lose momentum after that, and then maybe start to correct. Again, we don't really know, but that would be what I'd say is the most likely scenario. Is, let's say, for a lot of us looking to short this yearly level, looking to short potentially at that 22 yearly high, very easily we could see price come through and just trap everyone that was trying to short around here, and it will possibly start to distribute until the point in which anyone that's trapped in shorts here or here get fed up. They close out their positions, and then the market probably nukes it. You come back down to those previous levels. Any closes below 45k again, I think it becomes very likely that this is looking at like a bigger distribution, and then we're targeting those 38s again down here, or even down as low as those 33k area. So yeah, that kind of thing, maybe, yeah. Maybe, I don't know. We just trade what's in front of us, what's given, but that would be my idea. ETF gets approved, price shoots up, it remains up as high as that until anyone that's trapped in a short position closes them, thinking that we're going to just keep going higher and higher and higher. And when all of the bears are fed up, thinking, oh my god, there's no hope anymore, I'm trapped like 10% lower, that's when we correct and we do a 30% correction, blah 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 blah. Oh. Greg, don't you think grayscale is the biggest narrative to look at, given the amount of tokens they're going to have to put into the market? Yeah, grayscale as well, yeah. I want to see as well, has CME hit that yearly level? Yeah, it has. Oh no, it hasn't. Wait. Yes, it has. Okay, so CME has hit that yearly level. So we have hit that previous year open on the CME chart. Not previous year open, year before last, 2022 yearly open. So that's interesting. We have done it there. We haven't done it on futures yet. So, yeah, interesting. But this is such a massive level. 47,120 on the CME, 46,200. Dusty Mountain Climber, you the best. Watch you since the start. Thank you. Watch me since the start of this stream, or since the start of when I started streaming like 2.5 years ago? Has anyone who here has been an OG since like day one, or who here is new? I'm going to do a little poll. Start a poll. How long have you been watching Taurus streams? One is OG since 2021. Option 2 is started watching recently. Last 6 months. And option 3 is in between. Stop poll. I need a wee whilst you're doing the poll, and whilst you're hitting the like button. I need a wee. I've had too much water. Back in a sec. I keep leaving. Bye. Mr. Brownbug, I was near you when you were born. That's a little bit creepy. Since birth, John say. That's also a little bit creepy. Well, I'm glad we've got a nice mixture of newbies, oldies, and in-betweenies. I'm hoping the started watching recently number increases this year. It better do. Bloody better do. Like, we're still below 10k. How many? I reckon by the end of this year, this channel should be at least 30,000 subscribers. At least. Is that? Yeah. I'd like it to be 50,000 subscribers, but I think 30,000 subscribers, because last time we were very new and we kind of emerged like towards the end of the last bull market, so we missed a lot of the previous bull market. So I think this time, I think there's a really good opportunity to smash 30k subs, hopefully 50k subs. I'd like it to be 100k by me. I would too. I just don't know if it's the right kind of content. Maybe I need to become a little bit more degen. Maybe I need to talk a little bit more about like shilling shitcoins for it to ever become like 100k, or start like showing off like flashy Lambo and things. There may be something we'll do in May that could help us to get to 100k. We're in discussions. We're in discussions for something that could be quite fun. Actually, gauge interest. No, I'm not gonna. No. I'm not gonna announce it now. We're still deciding what it's gonna be. Oh, seriously? Are we just gonna like dump? I know the dollar's like recovering a little bit, but just a little bit. It needs to go down a bit more. But Greg, what do you mean? Please no. Please no. What? What do you think? What do you think I'm planning? Or do you just mean please becoming more degen? I'm never going to change, like, I can't. Anyway, I'm just, that's the problem. Like, nothing I ever do is scripted. Nothing I ever do is like pre-planned. I just press go and I just chat shit, and that's always what I've done, and that's always what I will do. So we're only going to get the number of subscribers here of people that appreciate some random guy chatting shit. So, yeah. Oh man, why are we just dumping? It's annoying. Oh, Ethereum looks good. Okay, what's going on with the alts? What's moving? I want to short, well, here's short for you. So this is Perp and SKL are two shorts that I am looking at, possible short positions. SKL looks as though we've got a real good chance of going short on this already. So maybe I do go short SKL, whatever that is, scale. Just took some highs. I'd want to see this market structure start to get a little bit more lost, but the problem is with altcoins is once they dump, they just really dump. So that could be one. Oh my god, everything's like crashing a little bit. Sui. Okay, it's not really crashing. Zoom out. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Gotta remember, at one stage we were up like 5% today. So... just start coming on screen in Gucci outfits, going full Richard Hart, yeah. No, the only thing that we might do that's a little bit different is to start doing like trading as like a group, and we'll be in a we'll all be in the same space. We'll get set up and we'll trade together. And we'll be able to get people in from the community to come and trade alongside us. We'll have people there filming it. It will start to create content, that kind of thing. So it's something that I would really like to do. But it does take a lot of planning and a lot of organization, which is stuff that I don't really have. They are skills that I don't quite have. So yeah, we're working on some stuff. We're working on some stuff. Luke, what would be... showing live P&L, trades updates, P&L, less non-trading spam on X would be a good start. Oi! I don't like sharing money shots, but yeah, again, I kind of have to do that. And I do live trading when I'm here, so. I'm not doing any live trading today, but from next week, we'll be back to doing that. So I'll be showing the normal P&L and everything. What do you mean less non-trading spam on X? The problem, if I do less non-trading spam on X, that will give me less subscribers because people love shit, people chat shit, and I'm always going to chat shit. If you follow me on X, I'm always going to chat shit. I'm never going to stop chatting shit. Part of who I am. Anyway, what would be a reasonable ETH strategy for now? Go long till BTC distribution. So let's have a look at the Ethereum Bitcoin chart. We've still I still think Ethereum does something, okay? Does something fairly soon. So yeah. I've got this yearly level, like this, like 50,000 Satoshis area is really important. It's just been in this downtrend. I do feel that ETH has a chance to play catch up. soon. I am long Ethereum right now. I have been since before, like that little breakout that we had earlier in December. When we came down and we really had those lows that got put in, this has been the time where I've started to get back into it, Ethereum positions. Bitcoin at the moment is still dominating, and it is still the low caps that are dominating. The strength from Ethereum isn't particularly bullish right now, but we are within this range. So yeah. So I think, yeah, just sticking with the same targets on this. Like I do still think that Ethereum has a good opportunity. If we look at total market cap as well, there's still room for this to grow. Okay, we can still look to that total market cap reaching that 100 billion. We've got total 3 that's got a ways to go. We've got total 2 that I think we could see coming up to 1 trillion before we start seeing those major corrections. Total market cap is the problem. Okay, Bitcoin has been the one that's been leading. So I do think if we do see Bitcoin start to distribute and does correct, even if Bitcoin crashes down to like 38k, I still think altcoins can be strong, and maybe once Bitcoin starts to correct, that's when we're going to see the bigger outperformance from altcoins and Ethereum and stuff. Greg, I haven't done a drunk streams probably like for a long time because I don't really drink anymore. but yeah. Oh. Just had a stop loss get hit on, I was long on Riff. This was a stop loss that was in profit, but that's annoying because that was up like, wow, that's the wrong one. Riff. Damn it! I must have literally just got stopped on this. Like, I was long from this SFP on Riff. Can't remember exactly what, 4 hour, wasn't it? Yeah. I'm down here. Took out these lows. But, oh well, I hit a take profit. It just stopped me out, and now it's going to be pumping again. All my other longs are still fine. Riff. Yeah, that made profit. I made $239 profit on that trade. And it was up like a few hundred more than that. That's not a big deal. I'm still long ETH. I'm still long OP. I'm long Theta. I'm long ARC. And I'm short. Oh, I have been filled short SKL. Did you know that Anchor VWAP is different on different time frames? I just wanted to add it to my arsenal, but what's the point? Not exactly reliable. It's very, 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 very reliable. You probably just need to be, I mean, obviously it's going to change a little bit because it's calculated by, yeah, the type of candles that you use, but you just got to have a bit of, I guess, common sense with it. Anchor VWAPs are very, very good. I don't think, yeah, you just maybe need to use them a bit more. Right, see? They're nice. I don't really know where I can place an anchor VWAP on this at the moment, but yeah, of course they'll change a little bit on different time frames, on different charts. But the thing is, it's like they're never going to be used as an exact level. Use them as a zone. Like if we're looking at the 4 hour and we go, okay, so here's the point in which we broke out, and then you're looking at confluence, and you're like, okay, cool, we're holding around this anchor VWAP here, and then you go, right, okay, well, we've also got the 200 moving average within this area, EMAs, you got the 200 moving average, SMA, same zone, okay? They're to be used as zones. You don't really get like specific levels off of them, but yeah, anchor VWAPs are one of the best tools that you can have as a trader. And VWAP in general is one of the best tools that you can use as a trader, one of the most reliable. And that's like statistical fact. So yeah. How are you navigating through so many charts? Because I'm like ADHD and I get distracted easily. So I look at one chart like, ooh, 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 ooh. I'm always flicking between like different charts, different time frames. I just spot something I like and then I just trade it. I started reading a really good book yesterday. I posted that on Twitter as well. If anyone hasn't read it yet, I read like 60 pages yesterday. Yeah, it was really interesting. It's called Hidden Potential. So if anyone's read Atomic Habits and liked that book, I got given this book for Christmas. And one of my, I don't really do New Year's resolutions because they're just stupid and you'll end up failing them if it's a resolution. But I'm giving myself a little challenge and I'll see how long I can last. I'm not going to beat myself up if I can't do it. But every single day I want to read for at least half an hour, exercise every day. That doesn't have to be gym. It can be something else, just like exercise that gets you going every day for at least half an hour. Journaling like more than I was previously. But yeah, the reading thing is important part of that. And yeah, there's this book. There's a little poppy in the background called Hidden Potential. It was really good. So if anyone wants to read that and just wants to be inspired about like just improving as like a person and learning new things, like I'm like a human sponge. I love to learn like as much as I can about anything I can. I'm a bit of a geek. Yeah, it's a really good book. Are SFPs under above VWAPs a thing, or mostly SR levels? Yeah, so what we're seeing now, like I actually consider this still like you can't, consolidation below VWAP on a trending day is actually quite a bullish thing. And if we look at what's happened with our London lows just being swept. Okay, so all right, we're still in the London session, but we had the London lows that were down here, and we also had these lows. I know this is like partway through the Asia session, but you've got just a bunch of like equal lows over here. And the fact that we've just taken those out, if people are placing stops, like I did, but it was on an altcoin, not on Bitcoin. But if people are placing stops, they're probably quite likely to be here rather than here, because if you're on like 20-30x leverage and you've opened a long position here, by the time it gets down here, you're liquidated. So you're going to protect yourself with a stop loss around here anyway. And that's where there's a bunch of equal lows. So if you're looking for a place to target stops, this is probably a reasonable place. And then consolidation below a VWAP on a trending day is actually quite a good thing. Then you look to, if I want to trade the VWAP, so let's say we're trending higher, okay, we've got time and space above it. I don't trade like off of a touch of it. I look to trade below within that first standard deviation. So you can see here, I've got this shaded area. It's a little bit easier for me to show this on XO. So let me bring XO back up. Okay, so what we can see here, these are where you're looking at extremes. So this is your third standard deviation that I've got highlighted. All right, but what I often tend to do is if I look at the VWAP and I do the settings, if I then shade in that first standard deviation, if you're looking at a day being bullish, I would look to enter longs within this area here. Okay, so this is consolidation beneath VWAP on a bullish day. And basically if you lose that area and you start closing candles outside, that's essentially your invalidation at that point. Okay, and this is the same as if it's like a bearish day. So if you're looking at down, like a day that's trending lower, here, for example, okay, you start going down, you come back into that VWAP, and then you're within this. You can look for those short positions that get you continuation lower. Sorry, I've zoomed in way too much. But yeah, you get the idea. Here again. So you do look for those like moves, the other side of it. Consolidation underneath. So yeah, but it's going to be a weird day today. It's literally the first day of the month. ES, NASDAQ closed last year above their previous all-time highs. There's going to be a correction, so yeah. Right, I think I might wrap this up. I think I might call it a day. I've been live for like an hour, haven't I? Yeah, I've been live for over an hour. And I've done quite a lot today. I've done a video, I've done a thread on X, I've done other stuff, I've done some trading. I think I've been talking enough. So yeah, thank you everybody for watching. Let's see what happens today. Look, I still think that we can come and hit these targets, but be aware of the fact that the CME has already, basically done it. So yeah, something to be aware of. A slight front run of that yearly level, but we're very close to it now. So I do believe that this, where we are now, has the potential of being a local top, or maybe a higher time frame, not so local top. But I still want to see us push through it and properly give it a test a little bit later on. So on that note, thank you very much for watching. I will see you all again very soon. Have a great day. Thank you. Bye.